I have learned through this class how to communicate effectively with my family and friends. This class has shown me how to express my emotions when I am working through conflict in my life. How do you as an individual work through conflict with the close people in your life? In this video, I am going to explain how I emphasize with people and their emotions. I will also show how I have a support system to help me through all the aspects of my life. My name is Gantt. I'm 20 years old and a junior at Southern Miss. My major is Library and Information Science. My mom's name is Paula and my dad's name is Kevin. I have a closer relationship to my dad because we have similar interests in music and movies. People also say we act a lot alike. I find it easier to talk to him about issues in my life than my mom because he speaks more calmly to me and listens better. My mom tends to jump to conclusions when I tell her about a conflict. I have two younger sisters. My sister Amber is 18 and a senior in high school. My sister Natalie is 12 and is in 6th grade. Me and Amber are total opposites, and I think that contributes to our arguments and conflicts. I tend to argue with her a lot more than Natalie, and I use the exit response. I do not know how to deal with the conflict when we get into certain situations, and I just want to get away from it and be alone. I get along better with my sister Natalie, and we talk conflicts out when we need to. Me and Natalie enjoy hanging out more than I do with my other sister because we have similar interests. I have a good relationship for the most part with Amber now, but we still deal with old conflict from years ago. I feel like a role model to Natalie, so I invest more time in our relationship since she is much younger than me and still maturing. My best friend and I have a relationship like no other. Her name is Hannah. She is 2 years younger than me. We love hanging out any chance we can get. We have sleepovers like all the time. Like we go over to each other's houses like every other weekend or once a month. I trust her with all aspects of my life. We tell each other everything. We can sense when the other one is unhappy or feeling sick, even without saying anything. I think we have a close bond because we went to school and church together in the same town. We dealt with the same issues in high school, even though we were 2 years apart in age, and we were able to help each other through those. We supported each other through school events. I was there for band concerts for her, and she was there to help make sure my shoes were on the right beat for dances and graduation. Because I cannot figure out which shoe was on the right foot, especially when I'm underneath a lot of stress. We always love to go shopping and to drink coffee together. Whenever we go to the mall, we always seem to get Starbucks or Chick-fil-A. We are always there to encourage each other through the struggles of life. I use the voice response to conflict with her because I give her good advice when she needs it, and she asks me what I think about situations. We hardly ever fight or argue because we talk issues out and resolve them before they get too serious. She is my listening ear when I need a friend, and sometimes I might talk her ear off, and she doesn't even care. We always like to dress alike too, especially when we go to concerts together. People think we're sisters, and we don't care because we act like sisters even more than me and my sisters act a lot alike. Like I said, we love going to concerts together, and it was sad this year because I started college at Southern Miss, and she's a freshman on the coast, and we couldn't go to our two favorite concerts together in December and second semester, and that broke both of our hearts. We bought best friend necklaces this year as a reminder that we are best friends no matter what location we are in. And this is our best friend necklace right here. And I love it more than anything in the world. I use social media to talk to her just like I do with my other close family and friends, except it's different than other close family and friends because half the time we're talking on 3 different social medias at the same exact time. We'll be talking on Messenger, Snapchat, and texting each other at the same exact time, and we're like, why are we doing this when we just need to talk on one? I'm not sure what I would do if I was not able to communicate with her in an effective way. I believe we have all the components of a good friendship, such as willingness to invest, emotional closeness, acceptance, trust, and support. We did not give up on our close friendship when I moved this summer, and I am so grateful for her. Now on to my boyfriend. My boyfriend is named Eddie, and we have been dating for almost 3 years. We met in my freshman year of college. My BSU director actually introduced us. We went through conflict from outside sources that we did not cause. People in his life were against our relationship. We felt like we were losing when we got into conflicts with certain people. We have a committed romantic relationship because we are planning on getting married in the future. We are excited about our relationship right now because even though we are not in the same location, we are still coping with the struggles every relationship has. We are also striving in our accomplishments. We have grown in our relationship from my freshman year to now through maturity and spiritual and emotional growth. I still use the exit response with Eddie sometimes because my anxiety takes over my mind, but I am learning to cope with my anxiety. I am thankful that he knows how to deal with my anxiety attacks when I go through them, because half the time I don't know how to deal with them, and he is able to calm me down and get me out of my anxiety. I use the voice response more now when me and my boyfriend face conflict. I voice my opinion more when we talk instead of shutting down or staying quiet. Me and my cousin Keith have a strong bond. I am the closest to him out of anyone in my family. We communicate mostly through Snapchat and texting because life is busy and it's hard to talk on the phone half the time when we're both in college now and he's working. I think we are close because we are only 6 months apart in age, and everybody else in our family is a little bit older than us or a lot younger than us. He improves my self-esteem because he encourages me and also helps me get through bad days. We can also relate to the craziness that occurs in our family, and believe me, I have one of the most craziest families in the world. Our family is one of a kind. We enjoy keeping up with each other on social media. We have over 100-day streak on Snapchat, and I can't keep a streak with anybody except for him, so that's impressive. We communicate constantly. And I'm glad that we keep up with each other on social media because we only see each other a few times a year, and that's hard on us because we are so close. I do not get into conflicts with my cousin, but I am able to calmly listen to him when he has a problem in his life, and he does the same thing with me, and he is able to give me advice when I need advice on different situations. Now on to high school. I was involved in the debate team, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Key Club, and Quiz Bowl throughout my high school years. I loved every aspect of being a part of a group. These clubs and organizations shaped my personal development in high school and for my future. I still communicate with the friends I made from these important groups on social media and in person. I'm so glad that I chose to be involved in high school instead of just going to school and doing my schoolwork because it would have been so boring doing that instead of being involved. I also took advanced placement courses in high school too, and believe me, those were some of the hardest classes I have ever taken in my life. Sometimes I think college is easier than those classes were. These courses helped me with my knowledge of subject matter that I wanted to learn more about. I was able to form closer relationships with my friends in the courses because the classes were usually smaller and the same people took AP courses, especially senior year. We followed each other around in a line from third to fourth block every day. It felt like kindergarten all over again. The AP courses also prepared me more for community college and USM because the classes were more challenging than regular classes. The workload was also similar to the workload of college classes. Now, my community college, which was the best community college ever. It was the best 2 years of my life. I grew spiritually, emotionally, and academically. I became a part of the Baptist Student Union, and now I have a group of friends for life. They made college enjoyable and stress-free. They knew how to talk to me calmly and alleviate an issue when I was going through conflict. I have 2 guy friends and 2 girlfriends that are extremely important and special to me. The guys' names are John, also known as Hoppy, and Matthew. The girls' names are Rachel and Riley. We would hang out at school and the BSU all the time. We would also hang out outside of school, just go to Target and hang out and ride skateboards, or go to the beach and play volleyball. I know I could count on them as close friends. We support and trust each other a great amount. They are always there to talk and make me laugh. They helped me through the worst issue in my life. Me and my family were separated from my dad for 4 months in the second semester of community college. I seriously thought my life was ending. I hate being separated from my dad. I am extremely close to my dad, and I did not know what to do when my dad left. And those friends were literally the rock I needed during that time. And I literally just would shut down at school and they would pick me back up. And he was gone because he accepted another job in another city, and we could not go with him yet since it was the middle of the school year. But I was so glad I had the support from my friends through that time. They would always cheer me up when I had a bad day at school or help me with homework. Now, my youth group that my dad mentored and taught and that I was a part of, they are also known as the craziest group in the whole entire world. They hold a special place in my heart, and they always will. Like I said, they are a crazy bunch of people, but I would not replace the years and memories I have with them for anything. We were always together at church and on mission trips. We grew spiritually through the years that we were a youth group. We also were together in middle school a little bit and high school. My friends were at my house often for get-togethers. They called my parents mom and dad. It was hard to leave my youth group, but I realized that I was growing up and it was okay to have new experiences. This year at Southern Miss, I have become a part of the BSU and the college group at a local church. I have never had that feeling of being a part of a church group with people my own age, since everyone in my youth group recently has been younger. I feel like I can grow more spiritually with a college group now. I am thankful for the transition I have experienced in my life from my youth group to a college group. My personal development has increased, and my variety of friends has also become better. My relationships with my friends and family are wonderful, and I am beyond blessed to have the people in my life that I do. They have contributed greatly to my overall development.